Speaking to Jamie Elson, previewing a weekend against Sheffield. A tough week for yourself, for the team, for the organisation on and off the ice this week. Are you looking forward to put it in the rear window?
Yeah, it's been a rough week. There's no hiding from that. Easily the roughest week we've had since we returned to Bristol here. Starting with the weekend, it's a big game. Every game is a big game at home. We have to understand that. We're a sport team, we're a sport business, and results is the business. And we didn't get the result, and we didn't have anywhere near the performance that's expected here. So obviously it's the first time I've been here where I've really seen a reaction from the fan base in terms of the performance. The fan base has always been unbelievable in their support here. Win or lose, they've always 100% backed us, and that's something that we have here that's pretty special. And it's the first time I've seen the fan base angry, and they have every right to be angry because what happened on the weekend is not acceptable, 100% not acceptable. And from me through to the guys, we all have to hold ourselves accountable. And there's obviously been some tough discussions this week around that. You know, you can't expect to win every game, but we do expect to have a performance. And yeah, like I say, what happened there is just not acceptable. And we can talk about sickness and guys in and guys out and suspensions and whatever, but it's no excuse.
Starting with Saturday night, I see you called your timeout after 2-0, and you ever feel you ever had a foothold in the game?
No, yeah, we were never in the game. From the start, we just had no energy, no jump, no passion, no compete. We literally just, yeah, we came to the table, and you got to give them credit. They were good. They've improved, but they came here to win. They know we're a team that they've got to be ahead of this year, and they came with the fire and passion like it was a playoff game already. And we talked about it in the room before, saying for us it was a playoff game, and we didn't bring anything. We played like it was summer hockey.
Looking ahead, this weekend obviously it's a doubleheader against Sheffield. I know you say you like these doubleheaders. You're just looking for something new, something that you are just an improvement this weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. We have to find wins. It can't be like 4, 5, 6, 7 games before we get a win on the board. We need a win. We need to win this weekend. We need to get this train rolling. But it has to start. It has to start with performance. We can't just jump the gun and say let's get a win. The performance wasn't right on the weekend. The effort level wasn't there. The commitment wasn't there. So we've had a real week of having to get back to basics here. And like I said, some hard lessons and some hard talk here Tuesday night. And I'll be honest, I'll give the guys credit. They manned up. They came in Tuesday and they took ownership for it. And they kind of had a clear the air meeting without the staff in the room. They took some accountability, and some guys stepped up to the plate and sort of led that meeting. And that's positive. But we need action, and it's great to talk the talk. We need to walk the walk. We need to own what happened last week and get on the ice this weekend and correct it, because it's been a tough week, with that, and obviously the release of Owen. We need some positivity.
I suppose the positivity when you look at it, although you didn't get any points from Sheffield last year, you played them very close pretty much every time you played. You feel like there's something in there that you can exploit?
They're a good hockey team. They're one of the most experienced teams man for man in the league. And, we had a good, we matched up well, especially in our own building. We took them 60 minutes a couple of times, but, we never beat them last year. And I think their experience in those situations took over. And that was, it was tough because I felt like in 2 of the home games, maybe we deserved to win. In their rink, generally, they got the better of us. But, these are the teams if we're talking about being better and we're talking about moving up the rankings as a club, these are the teams that we have to catch. And I look at their lineup and you bring a guy like Jonathan Phillips, Great Britain captain, and over 1,000 elite league appearances to his name. Bring a guy like that into this division, into your lineup, and that's a bold statement. They've got a leader, they've got a guy who's been there and done it all. So I see talk about them, where they are. They're a good hockey team. I've been watching some video this week, and Jason Hewitt's only just got back in the lineup, who's going to make them stronger again. Like, they're a good team. They're a really good team, and we're going to have to really work this again if we want to be anywhere near them.
And finally, obviously, you've touched on the release of Owen. I assume that the work now starts to find that third import.
Yeah, we can't play short. Obviously we can't really discuss what's happened here this week, but as a club, we've had to make the unfortunate decision to release one of our guys. And I think whenever you release a guy, it's always tough to do that. It's never a spot you kind of want to be in. And Owen wore his heart on his sleeve for us as a Bristol Pitbull while he was here. And in terms of effort and passion on the ice, was one of the leaders. So now we have to make sure that void gets filled quick, but also with the right guy. We don't want to be short for a length of time, but also we have to look at the long-term picture. Like, we have to have the right guy. So there are guys out there. We've started that process today of kind of looking what's in the market, and when the right guy comes, I think we'll know who that is. But we've got to put a guy on the ice who's going to be Bristol Pitbulls through and through, and who the fans want to pay their money to come and watch every Saturday night here in the Pound. We need an impact guy who's going to put bums on seats and help us get W's, and in the room be a leader. But it's a challenge. Recruitment's always a challenge, but I'm confident that with a little bit of time, we'll get the right guy here.